This is very, very loose today. I suspect because it's not been rained on in about a month. Good morning, folks. Oh, this afternoon, in fact. Well, it is when I started this vlog, and this is at the end. So I hope you enjoy. These folk have got the right idea. Goodness, some of these holes are horrific. I actually think I've been up there on this. Well, up that little hill. I'm going up there now. To the very top. Oh, maybe not the very top. Time's got away from me today a little bit. And I'm running on my reserve tank now. 58 miles. Well, I know Abington Services is just about 10 miles if that from here. So I think I've still got enough juice to get off-road a bit and then get to Abington Services before I jump back in the motorway to head back up north again. Well, back up north, about 30 miles up north. Because where I am just now is south. There's a very shady left turn I have to take here to get up the off-road route. So I might actually pass it and then pull in, then play about with my drone a bit before I set off again. I've still never actually even tried getting it to track me, but I'll figure that out, or I'll figure it out. I'll try it one day. I'm not in any great rush to learn how to use it. After it all, it's mine forever. Unless I don't lock the top box, then I may lose it. The guy that had the Triumph Street Triple there that stopped at the waterfall at the Dalveen Pass, he had a DJI Mini 4 Pro, the one up from mine, but he was saying there's a 5 out now which I wasn't even aware of. I'm perfectly happy with my bargain drone. So I am. Oh, nice wee lamb there. See quite a few lambs today actually. But I still don't eat these little guys. I still don't eat these. These are just too cute. So I quite enjoy this loop, so I do. Doing the Dalveen and then getting stuck behind the lorry for about 20 minutes, as well as another half a dozen cars to get up to the Menick Pass there that I've just passed. Right, surely I can go. So, look at that. I'm glad I never. Come on. Piles of gravel on the road there. I'm sure. How have I missed that? I can't have missed it. No, there it's there, I have missed it. Here we go. This is the mode. The road I've been dying to go on for what seems like forever now. And if you're watching this, you should see me from afar. So is there anything these tyres can't tackle? Wet mud, maybe? This is lovely. Great to be out again. More so when the sun's shining. After the last bit of fun I had on a bike in the rain. It was fun, but I still enjoyed it. It was a good day. Well, I'm just loving this, and my GoPro is on, so that's a bonus. So back on the bike and back up the road again. I'm thinking I'll just manually manhandle the bike round to turn to go back down, but now I'll turn up there a little bit more, hopefully. Oh, I'm getting sick of seeing this service overdue crap. It's done 3,400 miles or something like that since its last service. So I won't be getting it done for another 2,000–3,000 miles anyway. And I'll probably just do it myself, I think. But I need to get that reset. That's a real pain in the ass, so I'll need to find somebody to do that for me. Let's just try and turn here now. without dropping her. Using the front forks like a spring. You can get around easier. Oh, not enough that time. With these tyres, I've got the confidence I could actually ride right over there. But I don't think I will. Not today. Overconfident maybe. But there's nothing these can't handle so far. As I said a wee while ago, the only thing I've not tried is wet, thick mud. Thick mud. Done a bit of dirt, wet dirt, on that track we went down with Graham and all the lads. Slow and steady. I've said before, this is the worst part about going up here. It's just this last little tiny section. I've got my feet out at the side of me at the minute. A couple of little extra stabilisers. There we go, back on the pegs. Always a bit nervy at that bit, to be honest. But if anybody ever fancies coming up here, it's definitely worth it. It's an awesome little day out. Or not even a day out. A couple of hours out. Just go and head up there and enjoy it. It's a lovely little spot. And I'm so glad I found it. If it wasn't for this, or motorcycles in general, since it was my little baby G310 GS I went up there in the first place with, I'd passed it many a times on my little MT125 and considered it. But then as soon as I got the little baby GS with the Metzeler Touring's tyres on it, it looked more off-roady than anything I'd ever owned. All just street tyres before that. I think they're a touring tyre actually, the Tourants. Tourants, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So they gave me mega faith in tyres again, but I've said before, I've never had a bad tyre. They're always grippy in my opinion. I've never had a oh shit moment down to tyres anyway. I remember dropping from 3rd to 1st once in the 125, the MT I'm sure it was, and the back wheel locked up on me. It's doing about 30. Like I had a wee shit myself moment there. I don't think I owned a GoPro back then, sadly, so I can't share that with you. But with stuff, I don't actually know if this has got on it. Surely it has. Surely it's got a slipper clutch. I don't know actually. The little the little GS, baby GS had a slipper clutch, which I thought was all race bikey stuff normally when I hear that term, but not at all. And that prevents you from doing that. So peace out, take care, cheers for watching, adios. Well, that's just what the doctor ordered. That was fantabulous. Well, I never showed you these. Just before I was setting off, got out my new BMW sunglasses with ultra thin legs, and I went to squeeze them in the side of my lid, and as you can see there, snap clean off. BMW build quality from AliExpress.